Hey, welcome back. So the last video I put this welding cart together, and it's a pretty good welding cart, I have to say. It's from Harbor Freight. Now this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my own touches on it. I'm going to customize it. The idea is I'm going to put some big air wheels back here. I'm going to put large casters, 5-inch casters in the front, and what that's going to do is it's going to lift it up quite a bit. We're talking about 7 inches. So I'll have the height that I want. I'm going to put a piece of carpet here so when I roll the welder around, it won't vibrate and rattle around. And that's one of the bigger things. Another thing I'm thinking about doing, don't know if it's going to happen, is I want to put a pull-out drawer right here with just some drawer sides. That's something I'm thinking about doing. And another thing I want to do, I don't have an argon tank. I'm looking to get one of those. I just don't have one today. There's actually chain just to go here that supports that. But I'm going to put some sort of a tall, 48-inch tall piece of metal of some sort with some hooks on it to hold the welding helmets. But the most important thing for me is to get the handle on and the air wheels. So if you want to see this, watch the video and hopefully you'll take some ideas from this. You can put it to your own welding cart. It's a little guy, I have to say. It's not very tall at all. So first thing I'm going to do is, I don't know, I'll probably put the handle on it as the first thing. Now, anybody can put any handle on here, whatever you desire. The handle that I'm using I actually got from some old boat seat cushions that I salvaged. The piece of metal that I got from some boat seats that I modified when I did my boat restoration. Maybe you saw that. I had some back-to-back seats and I took them apart and I made 2 forward-facing seats. Well, this was the boat seat this was the piece of the metal that when the boat seat folded out, you can put your feet up. Well, this was in there. I don't know how it was. I think it was like this. Well, I saved this for 4 or 5 years, and luckily I did, because now I'm going to make this into my welding cart handle. So this is going to get bolted to the bottom of this shelf. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure it underneath here, so that this sits in here like so, and that'll give me a kind of a nice handle, a good height. I'm going to notch out this lip so that this fits in here tight, and I'll be able to have the welder here, and this will be the handle. The ground cable and also the wire feed thing is going to go through here. So this is like almost meant for it, so I'm real happy about that. So this is the first thing I'm going to do is install this handle. Alright, so I already marked up the center of the holes that I'm going to notch. I'm just going to use a 1-inch hole saw, and that'll make it so this will line up in there and sit nice and tight. And then once I get it to slide through, I have another piece of metal that I was able to modify with some electrical pieces that I'll be able to bolt down there. You'll see. Alright, I'm just gonna pre-drill with a 3/16 bit. I'll swap it out for the hole saw. This is a cheap hole saw. I've had this for a long time. I got it actually from Harbor Freight about 10 years ago. They probably have better quality now, and then they didn't. So I'm hoping that this will work. I'll sacrifice this 1 bit to hopefully get through here and not have any problems. Having some problems. So before I smoke this bit, I'm gonna get the other one started so I could, if I have to, route this out with a cutter or something, I won't have a problem. I'm gonna punch these and I'll show you what it looks like in 1 second. Got it. Yeah, so definitely burned through this bit. I guess I don't think it's bimetal after all, but oh well, I'll sacrifice it. It actually looks pretty good. See how it works? I'm happy with that though. It was definitely worth the sacrificial bit. I think the set was only a few bucks anyways years back. So let's see, here's what it looks like. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I got this, has all these different sizes in here, and also there's another one that I got years ago. This one, which I don't mind sacrificing also for anything. I actually had it in some totes up away in the rafters for years, and I just ran across them. I said, oh man, I'm gonna put these to use. So that's what I did. Alright, so here are the holes that I made. Let's see if this fits. This side's a little tight. Alright, let's check this out now. Cool. That's in. Alright. Ah, man, that's cool. Oh, that looks really clean too. I like it. So now the next thing I'm going to do is back here I have to support these ends so that way it doesn't flop in the wind like this. Now what I'm going to do for that is I have these little pieces that I got from some small flexible electrical flex. You see here. And here's another one right here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill a hole 1/4 inch so this goes through, and then the aluminum pipe is going to actually fit around this fitting right here, and that'll lock it in place. So let's do that. You get this at any big box store. Any electrical place will have something like this. But really, you want to take off this little piece here. You don't really care about this. You can lose that. You don't need that. We just want this, or anything else you could think of for the end of this to fit into. You see here, this fits in here pretty snug. You can see that. If I wrapped up some electrical tape once or twice around this, it'll be really tight. And this is just going to get screwed on. I'll put a bolt in the back of the cart here so you can kind of get an idea. And this will actually just go wherever I want to underneath here, so that this will slip right into there. Alright, I got him in there. You can see at the top. On the back side, I have some nice clean bolts here with the washer. There's a washer also inside there. These are just 1/4 inch bolts. And so that way that this main thing should basically slip right on. Alright, let's see if I can get this to fit here. Alright, got it in there. And we're dealing with a couple little angles, but it's pretty snug. I could probably make it tighter, and I suppose now that I do have it in there, I probably have to go ahead and put a bolt going through the top here where the welder is going to sit through this countersunk hole. So that's all. And then I'll probably just cut these off later. Time to look for the impact. Right on. Alright, so now this handle should make all the difference just in itself. So heck yeah, this right here made all the difference for me. Even if it was just here, that's okay if you plan on lifting it up. But even if I don't plan on lifting it up, if I just left it just stock like this, with just this improvement, that makes all the difference. This is, now all of a sudden it's a really nice part. Okay, so with just something as minor as this one handle, that makes all the difference. I'm gonna put the welder in here and we'll take a look and see how it looks. Alright, here it is. The welder's in. These are on the little hooks. So now I can take the welder. I have a place to grab it by. Like I said before, these come in between here. And this goes underneath. So this is sweet. Look how clean that is. It's a tight fit right there on both sides. So that was just lucky. It was meant to be. Having this extra piece of aluminum here for 4 years, this was definitely worth it. So now I take it, I can pick it up over bumps. I can roll it up over here if I choose to. Roll it around. Now this thing's vibrating quite a bit. So I already pre-cut a piece of carpet. This piece of carpet fits in between here, and this is going to sit on it. So that's all good there. I might actually hollow out the carpet, remove the center section. I don't know if there's any fans or vents below the welder itself. So just to make sure it's good, there's like 4 little feet, one in each corner on the bottom of the welder. I'm just going to cut this out and make sure that the feet's sitting on the carpet, and from there take it and just run with it. Alright, so now I did a little modifying. I had this handle on here. Look at how sweet this rolls now. It's actually not a bad part with this handle. Now somebody could probably take some 1-inch conduit and modify it. Since they do have welders, you guys, some of you modifiers out there, you could take the conduit. It won't necessarily have these bends here, but with conduit, a little imagination, and a welder, definitely could do it. But then again, the conduit's galvanized, so look probably something that you could actually weld without being toxic for your health. But yep, pretty good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to start modifying the rear axle where the wheel is. These half-inch axles and these lawnmower cheap wheels are coming out. I'm putting the air wheels. The wheel that I'm putting back here, similar to this. I have some 1/4-inch metal that I've had there in the back of the property. I have a stockpile of some metal and stuff, some scrap pieces, no big deal. But it's nice to have for situations like this. Well, I plan on incorporating that into this, and my axle is going to go through here, of course, and then it's going to go through my metal, and the metal is going to be attached to the bottom of the welding cart itself. Then I have these large swivel casters. This is going to be mounted in the front. I guess technically this is considered a 5-inch swivel. This was purchased at Harbor Freight. So are those. A little bit of modifying in the metal that you could get wherever you guys are creative. Whoever's going to build this, they could do however they want. But Harbor Freight right here, I've used these for years on other projects. Really great quality for $5. I'll tell you right now, that's how much this costs. It might even be $6. I don't really know what they cost nowadays. These are brand new, but I've had them for a while. So definitely worth getting. These are going to be easy, an easy modification right there. These are going to be a little tougher, but still easy nonetheless. So let's get to that, to modifying the caster.